Welcome in, everyone. Happy Sunday. I hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry Mix-Up is being mixed up, but... yeah, what a surprise! What? Welcome in, Choco Chip. Welcome in, Ark. Welcome in, Demi. Welcome in, Kazoo. I hope you're all doing well, and... Oh my god, spelling mistake. Oh! I'm just gonna fade out existence. I can't. No. And I'm back. I promise I'm going to do an overhaul at some point. I have the fan art ready to go. It's because I'm working on an overlay. So it's just, I need that overlay to be done first, and I will move everything to it and try and fix things up. So today, for the first 3 hours of the stream, I will be continuing drawing. Initially I was going to do some pixel art, but I don't know, I'm just feeling very drawn to doing this. So I'm going to stick with that, and depending how far, not depending how far along I get along, a little later I'm going to spin a wheel, as I want to start doing more fan art of other people, as I tend to draw myself. Also, welcome in IRL. I hope twice was good. Fix up. I think if I had a more stable connection, I wouldn't be having this issue, but my signal? Poopy. But yeah, I have, hang on, we can look at the wheel, we can look at the mirror, the mirror? We can look at the wheel, we can admire it, but we can't touch it. Look at that! We have a spinning wheel. Now this wheel is not exhaustive. I thought I would just start out with a handful of people and see how I feel from there, and I will gradually add more people there. You may notice all of these people are women, and you would be correct. I need to work on drawing men. I will be adding my more masculine friends eventually. I just don't have it in me quite yet. I'm gonna start off with what I'm comfortable with, and move on to drawing men afterwards. Well, probably not after this 6th. I think I might start adding it at like the 3rd or 4th person, but for now we're going what I find the most accessible, and we'll see how it goes from there. I really do have to work on drawing men. but for now we can be lazy. Also, welcome in, Bajak. I hope you're doing well. Guilty as charged, because you're guilty as charged. But yeah, I actually have more people I do want to add, but I'm just sticking for this first. Also, Demi, would you mind if I drew you eventually? If it's fine with you, I will add you later on. In fact, I didn't ask any of these people if I could draw them, but you know, I wouldn't mind. Okay, I will keep that in mind when I add more people. But for like a month or 2, I think it's just gonna be this, and you'll gradually see the number increase over time. What do you mean, Ark? There's only women in the community. If you weren't a woman before, congrats. Congrats on becoming a woman, chat. I think I want to start with my Schumer friends, but potentially I can draw Ark. Potentially. But yeah, we're gonna hide the wheel for now. I'll spin it like before the first break. I did not mute my phone! You probably didn't hear anything. It was on vibrate for some reason. I usually turn my phone to silent. Not sure why it didn't work. There we go. I still just envision Ark as Neko Ark. Okay, so I've decided with the kind of background, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Well, I'm not gonna leave it like that, but this is the Oh wait, hang on, before I finish. So first 3 hours we're doing art, and then the next 3 hours will be Slay the Princess at last. I did my audio tests and everything is working well. I promise it will be today. But as I was saying, I think for the general Pilk? Wait, where's Pilk? Was Pilk left on the wheel and I didn't notice? Okay, it's fine. Pilk was on the wheel previously. Yeah, I will keep the background as is, as in the layout. And welcome, Android. Hang on, let me save. Let me save that. I think I'm gonna fill the corner of roses. I'm going to have kind of like a quilted background with a heart on top of it. Something like that. Okay, playtime. Oh no! I'm sorry, Kazoo! I'm so sorry. I mean, the VOD will be up. I know it's not the same, but I will be streaming Slay the Princess next week on Wednesday. That's it. I don't know what's up with my eye tracking today. It's awfully like that. I'm pretty sure my eyes are wide open. I'm not sure why my eye tracking's like, let's go to sleep. Alright, pie time. 3.141592653589793238462643338. Oh, I lost the flow. 327950288419716 haha 399 37510582094. It's 974. There we go. Shaking my head, Iral. What a funny thing to joke about. Also, I'm disappointed that none of you have addressed the Ratatouille situation going on. You have all disappointed me beyond repair. No, I don't. I have good eyesight. Chat, have I told you about my dad and his eye test yet? Last week, my dad went to have his eyes tested. He's almost 60. And he scored perfectly. Like, the only thing is that he needs like 0.75 for reading. And he just does not shut the fuck up. He's just like telling everyone, he's been messaging everyone, like even old customers of his. He passed his eye test. My mum, when my mum was saying bye to me, she was like, I think I might kill him in his sleep. That's how long it was going on for. So I bought a card to congratulate him on passing his eye test. He was really happy with it. My parents actually quite like my sense of humor. But yeah. I don't wear glasses. My vision's really... I do wear sunglasses for most of summer. I really want to try getting polarized lenses, as I struggle with bright lights. Hang on, I can do a bit. There's one more thing I want to do before I start drawing. This is really important. I'm gonna get the most important thing. Good. I need to do the funny chat. You don't understand. If I don't do something funny, I'll turn to dust. It'll take like 1 more minute. I'm so sorry, it's not oil. I would like to tell you it's oil, but I can't lie to you. It's a monster. I thought it'd be appropriate. Unfortunately, I have deprived you of monster ASMR. No, I'm not out of oil. You guys just haven't earned it yet. But I did deprive you of monster ASMR, but I have another can, and I'll be opening it before Slay the Princess, or maybe during Slay the Princess? I will decide. You know, you wear glasses, IRL, and I was thinking, oh wow, maybe you can provide some insight, but of course it was a pun. You know, I can't hate. I can't hate. I love puns. Yeah, I can crush the can, I guess. Okay, so the game plan is to add the final few details to this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the line art. Now, I have the shakiest hands known to man, so I don't know how well it's gonna go, but I'm gonna just try and go through it. I don't know if I'm gonna do the second hand or if I wanna like save it for later. It's funny because IRL lost his glasses for so long. Have you lost your glasses again? Your prescription glasses, where are they? Hang on, how high is that? I'm struggling to... Oh, okay, so this is a little misleading. This should be up a little further up here. Also, I might be able to afford this dress. I've just got to speak to my accountant, me, and see what everything looks like, as I'm getting a small sum coming in. Now I intend to save most of it, and most of it will be saved even if I buy this expensive dress. But I need to have a real deep philosophical look into my soul, my non-existent soul, to see whether I will get the dress or not. IRL. IRL, when was the last time you had an eye test? You're meant to have one of those every so often. Also, welcome in, Mr. Duckins. I hope you're doing well. I had a friend at uni, and I think he waited beyond the maximum time you're meant to get them checked just because they're expensive. Which honestly, like, fair. That's fair. I understand. The economy do be hell. The way I see it, it's not that much more than well made. Like, it's okay. So at first I thought, okay, it's way too much, but then I've kind of justified it in the sense of, well, it's a well-made dress and it's not much more expensive than like a higher end place on the high street for something that's much better. So that's kind of how I'm tricking myself. But basically, it's because I'm getting a back payment from my Twitch payouts. Because I wasn't claiming my payouts for a while until I sorted out some other stuff, and now I've sorted out that stuff, I'm back to getting them again. So I have about 250 quid coming in this month. Because it's like I want to say a year's worth coming in. That's a good amount. I can put that towards getting white goods and the dress. Well, the first part will be saved, and then whatever I have, I can put towards the dress. Welcome in! Is there by any chance... Do you have like any other opticians nearby, or is what you got what you got? Well, I'm so sorry, Ark. I hope you can get your eyes checked. I mean, I know it's really difficult because like you can only do so much, but wait, eight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's okay. I'm doing okay. I decided to wear really cute shoes yesterday, but they're also shoes from hell, so my feet hurt. I think I might have to get rid of those shoes, which is a shame because I really like them, but they just inspire pain every time I wear them. And there's like no fixing it. I've never played Mega Man. Do do you wear glasses, Techie? Also, I hope you're having a good Sunday. Or have you avoided it? I think it's a mixture of like I didn't have anything to play any Mega Man games on, and I guess I just missed the boat. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the quality of that, but I might just let it slide. Okay, I'm gonna do the collar, and then I'm going to do. I should be wearing earrings. Hang on. What's something nice? Hmm. Is it Mega Man Legends? I'm not really sure. I can edit that later. Oh, what have I made this a bow? Hang on. No, I'll come. Actually, wait. No. Hang on. Maybe a bow. And then maybe just bring this down a little bit. Okay, if I bring all of that down just like a tiny bit more. Well, it's not like kind of like a combat boots or Doc Martin situation where you can wear them out. I think the design is just that bad. That there's there's no hope of them getting better. It's not an issue of them being like made of really like stiff but eventually will like fit you leather. It's just it's it's the fact that it's made in such a way where it doesn't actually even hold your foot, so it's moving around a lot, and that's where the pain comes from. Also, welcome in, Heart. I hope you're doing well. Also, is it warming up here a little bit, or is it still really cold? Okay, yeah, that looks more cohesive. Also, I might be missing messages in chat as I can only see through like this little pop out and sometimes it disconnects. So if you have answered a question and I missed it, feel free to type it in again. Oh. May your blankets keep you ever warm. I should be a little higher up, but I can probably fix that later. Okay, we'll do the hand and then I'm just gonna go for the line art, even though it's a bit of a mess. I'm gonna bring that closer so I can see it. What's everyone's favorite monster? I wanna love Strawberry Dreams more than I do, but it's not strawberry flavored enough. So I'm finding myself really liking Chaotic Orange. So I didn't have monsters until my, well, any energy drink till my, I want to say second year of uni, and then I started going hard with them. You just gotta have an all-night product to do Kazu, and then you'll be on the right track. I think the Monster Juiced are my favorite. I think it's just like it has like a more fulfilling flavor. If if that makes sense. Um I assume they extract it from monsters. Okay, I think I made this too narrow. I'm just gonna move the whole thing down. Maybe if I draw the other fingers, it'll look more normal. I wish this was higher res. I think I should be locked up in a basement and be forced to draw hands. Did you hear that bang sound? There's some high winds. And I think someone has like a metal shed and it's like pushing up against it. If you can hear the bangs, I will close my window. No, I forgot the music player. I'm so sorry. I watched the video, but I didn't look at the music player. Okay, perfect. I can have some fresh air as a treat. It will be in the middle. It'll be in the middle of winter, and I will still choose to have my window open. I love fresh air. You can have like 40-mile winds, and I will still open a window. Don't do that. Don't open windows in high winds because it can potentially cause damage. The air can. Okay, so it depends on what kind of building you're in, but if the wind has nowhere to get out, it will start lifting stuff. When my dad was younger, there was like a warehouse he worked at, and essentially someone like left the door open, and it was high winds, and then the roof was off like the next day. Oh my god. Oh, that's okay. Wait, let's put some color behind it. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Mm, mm. I think I'm gonna cry. We can come back to it later. I think it's too. Is it too? I think it's too small. Well, I'm gonna start doing the line art for the face to make myself feel better. So you need to understand, again, I have the shakiest hands known to man. I will do my best. You can only get better. Well, normally you can only get better through practice. So let's do that. Where wanna go for? How's that gonna look under this? That should be fine. And the default size is 7, I believe. This. Yes, it's true. Can't stand people with hands. Who would even have those? Gross. I'm literally crying and pissing my pants. People have hands? What? No. Wait, hang on. Okay, that's the roses. That's... Okay, I can put this inside there too. Shut up. Shut up your mouth. Ooh. Hang on. IRL, would you be okay if I gave you a shout out, or is it still a no on the shout out front? I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it was not too sensitive that it would have been better to DM about. Yeah, okay, I think I'll start with black and then like change the color to something lighter. Okay, I'm gonna just... Okay, I wanna use weighted. And I'm gonna try and add some variety to my line weight. So let's see how this all goes. There's gonna be a lot of control setting. Okay, I'm glad that it's... I'm my brain doesn't work. I'm glad I was polite enough. Then I would like to give you a shout out because I give shout outs to all my friends and people who I know who stream. Ark, get him. Get him now, Ark. Get him. Sending a pack of wild dogs to your location right now. Also, seeing every pony heart fills me with joy. We are beyond taking psychic damage from every pony. Instead, we revel in every pony. There's probably a hotkey to switch between array. Hang on, let me Google this. Let me Google this. I am being inefficient. Uh do, 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 do. Is it E? Is it literally just E? It's literally just E. I love that. That's great. This whole time. Welcome in, Sagan! I hope you're doing well. How was Minecraft? It was Minecraft, right? Yes, I was right. I remember seeing Ellie, I was like, oh, Sagan playing Minecraft. I am continuing with the art. Also, I've devised a spinning wheel to choose. So after this, I'm gonna be focusing more on doing fan art. And I have a spinning wheel. I've started out with a small amount of people, but I will gradually add more people later on. Would it be okay if I eventually add you to the list too? But the reason I'm making a spinning wheels because I'd feel bad if I chose one person over another. So I've decided I've let fate decide for me instead. It'll probably take a while to reach you. But just because I normally draw myself, so I'd like to like draw other people and just not stick to what I know. That's a little too. No, I didn't know, IRL. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm hoping I can keep this up with art because I feel like I burn out sometimes and I want to get better, and I feel like I won't get better unless I do things more consistently. Oh, okay, I think I see the problem here. I'm gonna try and draw. For some reason, so the last time I did art was all the way back in secondary school. That's the last time when I did art as a subject. And my teacher would always tell you off rotating. Well, I say rotate, turning your paper while drawing. So I'm trying to. Maybe that should have been a little further along. Can I fix that later? Might be fine. Oh, I think it'll be fine. She was like the less fun art teacher. Like she I feel rude for saying this, but it's like she was old, she like did choir, she like missed out a bunch of like fundamentals that she should have taught us. I don't know, we got like the most boring possible art teacher you could have gotten. I'm sure there's plenty of cool old art teachers, like there has to be. I don't hate the old. I don't hate the old. Well, I don't hate the elderly, who don't hate the young. I mean, there's tons of cool people I've just met not as many as I'd hoped to meet. I mean, a lot of... So, like, at protests and stuff, you'll quite often see old people going because they don't mind getting arrested, because at that point they're towards the end of their life. Those old people are very cool. No, I'm not happy with the mouth. I feel like I want to redo the tongue. It is not optimal bleppage. I like it when old people actually try to make the world a better place before they leave it, rather than the ones who decide to, like, screw young people over in the short time they have left. I hope when I'm old that I can make things better for the people who come after me. I think it's an admirable thing to do. I'll come back to the tongue. I'm a little... You're a tropical Scotland. I think, like, the problem with this blep is that it looks a little too much like from that far away, it looks like kind of like just an open mouth. You can't really tell it's a blep. I'm gonna make the tongue look more like a tongue. I don't know why I'm actually doing okay with the line art. I usually, like, it usually brings me intense suffering when I do it. Okay, I think maybe the problem is, maybe it should be like... I don't know if I want to Google tongues. Like, I feel like nothing good can come of Googling tongues. Let's see how that looks. I don't want to Google tongues. Okay, wait, let's just try a different mouth altogether. I could always do the mouth last. No, you don't have to. Like, I think it's because I want to do, like, something different. I quite often do, like, mouths like this. Okay, we'll come back to it later. It's not too crucial. That's future me's problem. I will do both the hands and tongue last. Also, I'm going to start the eyes on a separate layer. That upper line looks too straight. It's lacking, like, it needs a tiny bit more dimension. Xenomorph sweetie. A horrible image. Thank you. Wait. I didn't even announce something. I've uploaded 2 new emotes. See, a while back, me and Hart did a little art exchange where she made me this lovely knife emote. And I finally uploaded that. And on top of that, I was very unsettlingly told that I would be receiving a Joker emote. Groovy was like as subtle as a brick, and then like Himan DM'd me, "Hey, what color do you want the emote to be?" There were no surprises. So yeah, enjoy. I know I'm enjoying it. Yeah, but I don't know if I want to draw a hand that way. Oh, I'm actually feeling okay about the eye. But yeah, make sure to thank him on next time when you see him by spamming him that emote. Make sure he has no rest. Just spam at him. He's gonna regret his life. Actually, you know what? Don't. I would like to be able to commission him on in the future. It'll be funny for like 5 minutes, and then it'll just be like, man, I can't commission him on anymore because of the the Joker emote event of 26. And anytime I ask him for something, he'll just like open a book and be like, man, the Jokering of 26. My canon event is that every year something happens which stops me from streaming. That's my canon event. That doesn't quite look right. I can go back to the eyes later, I guess. Oh. Oh, I'm on basic rather than stabilizer. That would clean it. Hang on, I've got to remember to use the shortcut. Using the shortcut saves lives. Something about the eye doesn't look right. I think they're too big. Oh, that's the problem. Okay, hang on. I think that's too big for me, actually. Wait, hang on. I love that breakdancing hamster. It's so cute. Also, I hope you're doing well, Moth. Okay, no, we'll just do the outlines of the eyes and we'll move on from there. I think that's a good plan. Jane, welcome in! Are you enjoying the cool weather? I actually had to close my window for a tiny bit earlier. Oh, okay, wait, hang on, I've got to do like a PSA. For anyone living in the UK, in case you didn't know, for the past year, Lush has done a Sanrio collab, and they have new stuff. Now, the reason I'm doing a PSA is because, Raven didn't know. And so I got myself a bath bomb the other day, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy myself. And I thought, oh, does Raven know? She did not. Now, according to her, I'm a danger to her wallet, but I think she rather knows. Okay, I'm preferring how the eye looks on this side, so I might just fix it there too. I may have to redo that. I don't know, I don't have to redo it, but I think... Fine, I can come back to everything later. Sure thing, Kizu. Have a good day. I'll in your honor, I will give people oil. Okay, chat, you've got like 10 seconds of oil. I'll count down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. You've had a treat. Okay, let's continue. My sketches are a nightmare. I think I just gotta accept that it's not going to be a perfect line. But that bugs me more than you can imagine. It's just how shaky my hands are, like, really bothers me. You know, wait, hang on. I'll just make this a little shorter. Like, I have a permanent tremor. I kind of worry about what I'm going to be like when I'm older. It's okay, Binger, like, there'll be more oil someday. But then I'll be dead, Demi. I don't know if that fixes the problem. I guess you have no problems if you're dead. Also, thank you for the follow. Okay, I'll just go for it. That's fine. Welcome, Indian N. I hope you're doing as well as you can be. I'm hearing like I wonder if it's not the no, it has to be the wind, but the wind's not blowing that strong. I think the first time you heard it, it made me jump. It's been like that since, I want to say, yesterday? Oh, shame. I hope your wound's not infected or anything. Okay, I think on the hour, I'll spin the wheel. Okay, I'm actually gonna try and do this upside down. I think I'll have an easier time. Oh, that was a good line. Hey guys, do you wanna see the wheel for like 5 seconds? Okay, wheel time over. It's like enrichment for you guys. Enjoy the wheel. Hey Zen, welcome in. We all love the wheel around here. Zen, who do you play in Strive? I have not been able to catch a single one of your streams because you've somehow played Strive like really late for me. Do you play Totsugeki? Thank you, Zen. I'm not sure if you heard the explanation for the wheel, but you might have missed the earlier one. But I will be adding names later on. So when I get more comfortable with drawing men, you will not be safe. Just saying. Be afraid. Oh, I love Milia's theme. Okay, hang on. No, that was not good in the end. I'm gonna redo that. Because, like, it's missing, like, it just looked too rigid. Yeah, but that's if I'm drawing you as your model. If I intend to add more detail, it's gonna be hard. And welcome in, Star. Hope you're doing well. If I'm trying to go for like the same level of detail that I have here, it hard. I'm gonna be honest though, the more detail you add to Zen, the more uncanny he becomes. Now the second Zen model, it looked nice, but it's like the it's like the balance of nature was askew for a little bit. I can't wait for there to be like just a one pixel resolution Zen. That's gonna be peak Zen. And I'm glad to hear you're doing fine, Star. Mm. Oh no, it's concave arc. It's very important that you get that right. Glad to see the brain rot is there. Okay, I think we're just going to. I'm gonna add the Hime cut first. Oh, is it Xbox Showcase today? I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea when game things are going on anymore. Like, I only was, like, really aware of E3 when they stopped doing that. I hear when there's a Nintendo Direct, and that's about it for me. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Oh, is it Sothoth? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Also, thank you for the follow. I don't even have an Xbox. I had my brother's, but it would never, it was broken. My brother gave me his broken Xbox. I think I'm gonna call you Yay, as I think that's the easiest for me. As long as you're happy with it. Okay, I think I see the problem. The problem is that I drew that too. I should draw this part like a little bit smaller. Maybe something like this. And then I can go ahead and do... Also, I did promise the wheel. Hang on, let's do the wheel. When I eventually finish this, I will be drawing. Drumroll please, everyone. Who will be my first victim? It's Liv! I'll be drawing Liv. I haven't drawn her in her new form, so that should be good. It would... Now, you may see that I have Patty on there. I still haven't finished her birthday art. So it's totally possible for me to be doing 2 pieces of art of Patty at the same time. Yeah, I can show you how to do it if you want, Heart. You can just import Wheel of Names into a web source in OBS, and you can have a spinning wheel. It's not the first time I've done this. Okay, I'm gonna write down Liv's name so I remember. Also, please make sure to check out Liv. Actually, would you mind giving Liv a shout out? That would be much appreciated. I have a wheel, so I know who to bark at when I see next. Let me check. Schedule. Wait, which schedule? Yeah, I probably got it wrong. Let's see. Yeah, no, I... No, thank you! I was updating my schedule. So my schedule's relatively... Oh, don't worry about it. I'll tell you in a second. Let me just fix this. So I've started streaming more regularly again. And I kind of have it... Generally, as a kind of baseline, I'm streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, but there's flexibility within that too. So actually next week I'm streaming on Monday, Wednesday, which I don't know stream Wednesdays, but it works better that way next week, Thursday, and Saturday for next week. Generally speaking, I tend to stream at the same time, if not earlier. I stay flexible to make sure I can stream a bit more. So if I'm feeling too tired, I might push a stream forward, or if I'm really busy on one day, I might stream the day afterwards or when I'm next free. So anyway, Liv, I've decided that once I'm finished with this, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on doing fan art. And because I feel bad if I choose one friend over another, I have decided a wheel. I will be adding more names to this in the future, but I just gave it a spin and you were chosen. So I will be drawing you once I'm done with this. See, if you make it a wheel, you won't feel guilty. It's not an exhaustive list, but it's the list for now. I think it would have been really funny if it landed on Patty because I still haven't finished her birthday art. Okay, let's get rid of this little bit of hair. How does this look? I think it looks fine. I might extend that a little bit. This year I'm going to be working on the art grind because I feel like my skills have really stagnated and I would like to improve. I would hate to date myself. That would be horrible. I think my answer's just flat out no. Cause that's me. See, if I'm going to ever be in a relationship with someone, they gotta be able to answer phone calls. That would just be two people who can't answer the phone. It would not be a functional household. I mean, if you'd be happy to date yourself, I am glad for you. Would your model have the same personality as you? Wait, ha. I need to know. Would you? Okay, if they have the same, if she has the same personality as you, I that would count because that's you. Oh, yay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. The autism magnetism is real. I I love that so many other autistic people watch me. So many autistic and other neurodivergent people. I can't wait if I hope someday that most people who watch me, like, I think right now it's probably like 30 to 50%. But I want to let's become incredibly hostile to everyone who's not neurodivergent. I believe in you guys. Well, it's not. So there is a huge chunk who are autistic, but on top of that, you have other people who are atypical. We've got people with ADHD. We have you, Arc. Yeah, I'll have a census. Tell me all of your disorders, please. Oh, okay. So, as you know, I've been having trouble with PIP, which, for those of you who are in the UK, is a working benefit to help people with disabilities stay in work. Um, I was like double checking some stuff. Um, as my dad was saying, like, don't get your hopes up, and I'm trying to stay. I would say it's. I would say because let me double check. I don't know. It's just it's your brain's wired differently as well. It's not in the same way, although there is some overlap in certain areas. But anyway, so PIP. And my dad was like, "Oh, like so many people apply. There's like a really bad chance you'll win." Guess what? Guess what? Autism has the highest like an above average success in tribunal. It is 70% chance. There, if you go through to the right tribunal and you're autistic, there's a 70% chance you'll win. That is higher than average. I thought it was going to be lower than average. No. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying my best not to, like, obsess too much about it. I honestly thought I'd be waiting another year before I'd be seen. But, it's better than I thought. Also, Gordy! Wait, you have OCD, Gordy? I never knew. But yeah, it's not just autism I'm with it applying for. It's because I also have anxiety and depression on top of that. Which it, I'm preaching to the choir here. We all know it's comorbid. Okay, most of you know it's comorbid. But yeah, I'm hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. I hope you can find coping mechanisms that help you out. Then go to you. Yeah, I think on the week I'm going to go to Tribunal because I'm also going to be visiting family coming from abroad. There will be a few less streams. Yeah. you want to? Okay, yay! I'm going to. I'm going to describe things I would do as a child. So I would, before going to sleep, I had to recite all the planets of the solar system, or else I would have a meltdown. I would not go to playgrounds if there were babies because of the noise. I only spoke to teachers and not kids my age. I didn't make any friends at school. I would tell my mum if she tried to hug me that she was making me sweat. For the entirety of secondary school and beyond, and even within primary school, I did not eat lunch because I was too overwhelmed in places where you could eat lunch. I was recommended a speech therapist when I was 3 years old, but I never ended up going because of my parents. I had advanced reading age. I would have outbursts. Anyways, I got that's a non-exhaustive list. I got diagnosed when I was 21. It was like painfully obvious. I was also a biter. Now it's not everyone. It's not every person. Every young child with autism does that, but like I was a big biter. I got diagnosed so fucking late. Oh, I was really obsessive about my interests. Very narrow. And yeah, no. I didn't get diagnosed until like stupid late. I'm missing other things. Sorry, the reason I wanted to say all that I got a little sidetracked. Now I see myself as somewhat capable. So I would say when it came to streaming, it took me 3 years to be able to talk more cohesively. But sometimes I have like kind of like sobering moments of like where, okay, those of you who will get it. But like sometimes you're hit by like, shit, I'm disabled. Like when you have that happen sometimes. So even with like, no matter how much I practice, I'm still gonna stutter. I'm still gonna struggle with words and stuff like that. Even though I do talk quite often, I talk to you guys. I have a plateau of that. But even after all that time, if I go on big collabs with people, as you, some of you know that, when I was on Pico Park too, with which D3 kindly invited me on, I was quiet for most of it because I still struggle socially very intensely, even online. I feel a little bad as I think I can come across as quite engaging on my own streams, but I'm not always able to do that on other people's streams. I'm still very honored I was invited, but like even when I joined Patty, Ellie, who else was there? Oh, I'm trying to remember for the Dead by Daylight collab. I was very quiet then too. Yeah, there was 8 people, but even in a case of people I've known for years, and there was 4 of us, I was just so quiet. Not just 8, like even when there's 4 people. Even after all these years, I still just go silent. Yeah, I went to mainstream school, but I think because I did really well academically, and I didn't I never like had outbursts within school. I would always have my outbursts when I got home. It got missed. But dude, I was like a walking stereotype. How do you... The only reason I didn't get diagnosed, because I had super painfully obvious symptoms, was because of the way I looked. And the fact that I didn't act out. It's really funny. So my mum would make adjustments for me, and she didn't know about autism. Because she did all those things when she was younger. So she was like, okay, I'll just make adjustments for you, because I did that too. Yeah. No, yeah, it's... If if you're a girl or AFAB, it's just nightmare mode getting diagnosed. I mean, it took me years. It took me years and years. And it's still not easy. Because it's down to socialization, I would say. I should also say my mum is... She also had to navigate the like English school system as well. She's Polish. And she was not in a good relationship when she had me. So it kinda made things even harder to see. But yeah, what Demi's saying. So a lot of symptoms I exhibit... Well, but here's the thing. I exhibited the symptoms you would expect with... So, okay. When people think of autism, they typically think of it impacting men rather than women, and of different symptoms. Kind of more of a low-masking autism. While in women, you tend to see more high-masking, because they're kind of socialized that way. I was fucking low-masking as hell and I still got missed. No, it's not a UK thing. It would, it's like a... It's a... Feel... Thank you for this feel hug. It's an international thing, really. Sadly. Okay, groupie, heads or tails? Also, welcome in. Yeah, it's definitely getting better. I will say when I got diagnosed, I had a very nice assessor. Okay, let me do a coin flip. He told... So I really like mushrooms, and I didn't know this fact. But, alright, oh my god, that was on sight! That was on sight! I didn't realize that mycelium kind of connects trees into a network. And if one tree's not doing well, they'll use that network to give resources to that tree. Oh, just sitting out here with like a sniper. And it's so sad Ruby died of ligma. Well, zaddy is Goatee's favorite word. You know? You know, I think I know why Heart said balls, but at the same time, I feel like I could be wrong. If it's because of what I think it is, that is now a banned a banned topic. as funny as the joke was, I feel like it's just too confusing. No, it's okay. It's okay. Just to give a quick rundown, I did a charity stream in April, and I was playing Twilight Princess, and you can name a pun in Twilight Princess. So I thought it'd be really funny to call her my balls. And various NPCs would call her that. Unfortunately, now everyone else found it very funny, but when you have chat just saying my balls all the time, I think it's very off-putting, especially to newer chatters. So it's banned. I'm sorry. No balls allowed. Okay, I think this is too narrow here. It had to be done. You guys jerked too close to the sun. That's not how that works, Cody. I think it's because of, in my case, it was just, I feel like if a student does well and doesn't cause issues, they're generally ignored by the system unless it comes to sort of, no, like I would say, because I didn't act out anything. Yeah, I think it's mainly due to I just didn't act out much at schools, and I did well academically, so it was just ignored. I mean, to be fair, before I got diagnosed, I didn't really know what autism was like. I knew the word, I just didn't have a proper image of it in my mind. The only reason I got diagnosed, or at least started a sort of diagnosis journey, was because about age 17, I finally let out all the things I was struggling with, which I just thought was anxiety and depression, which for ages I thought, oh no, I didn't experience proper trauma or anything like that. I bet everyone feels like they're going to die when they have to talk to other people or talk in front of a class. Must be normal. You know, staying in bed all the time, all that. So, when I told my mum about that, at first she didn't believe me, because wasn't something I brought up. But, and then, like, the day afterwards, she was like, oh, do you know what autism is? And it turns out, for the past 3 years, she suspected I was autistic because my cousin got diagnosed in Poland. And she didn't tell me, but it is what it is. No, it's more, OCD is more having like rituals and obsessive behavior. And do you know why? My mum was obsessively researching autism. You know, it's perfectly normal to obsessively research stuff, right, guys? Right? If she learns something new, she just goes into research mode, and it's just like, it's great. Oh, I'm basic. That's probably why. Yeah, I know it's worse. Okay, I think that's fine. I still massively regret how I finished uni. I really ended up getting a 2-1. I was so close to getting to a first, but I just... So, again, um... it's really funny. In my report from the DWP, they said I finished uni. I failed my first year because I got too stressed by sitting in class. I could not enter in because there was people there in chairs looking as you entered and I couldn't find a seat. That stressed me out too much that I failed my first year. Who the fuck does that? Anyway, I finished uni. Teehee. That's all they focus on. And I almost failed uni as well. Not just the first year. So I failed my first year, but my final year, I almost failed because, so for my robotics module, because the genius I am, I was like, oh, I'll do robotics. Like a fucking idiot. I should have chose something easier. It took me weeks and weeks to email my professor for that class. And then by the time I emailed him, professors changed. And then they changed again. So I had to redo that module in the summer. I couldn't cope with the changes. So by the time I managed to, which took me weeks and weeks to bring up the strength to do that, it changed. And then I couldn't do it. It's just... Oh. And then at the very end, I was just so exhausted. I totally fucked over my dissertation. If I got a first in my dissertation, I would have had a first overall, but I was so mentally drained that I fucked around. And I got a third in my dissertation, which dropped everything to a second. So I had a 2-1 in the end. I'm still really upset by that, and I feel really disappointed. But I just didn't have the proper support I needed during uni, and I just did not properly adapt to the environment. I think this is a good time for me to take a break. I have been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm gonna get some water. Oh, I did promise, oh no! Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna crush the can, like I promised all of you. If you don't like the sound of crushing cans, you have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, cans crushed. I did computer science. I did computer science, and I did quite a few modules within that on game design. The job market's hell right now. I need a job. I currently... I'll explain a bit more. I'll explain a bit more when I come back. Because I do have to... I do have to use the toilet, but I'll be back. And wait. We'll decide your fate, Ruby. Where I go. Let me flip. Okay, you live. See you all soon. Welcome back, everyone! Thank you so much, Groovy! I've been eyeing that book for so long. Oh. You see, sometimes Groovy just uses the command to jump scare me, but thank you. Wait, did you? No, for the book. Thank you. Jokes on Groovy, I'm gonna not put anything on my throne after that. But thank you. Oh. Also, did you switch unis then, Ark? I hope that helps you out, because I know how long you've been struggling with everything. No, it's an art book! Yeah, it's a concept art book. Okami's my favorite game ever, and it's a very big special interest of mine. I love concept art books. They're amazing. Also, so my first year of uni was during lockdown. That made it way harder too. So when there were in-person classes, I just couldn't. But yeah, so I did computer science. I have not worked in any programming related job since graduating in 2024. Mainly because before uni, I lived off-grid with my parents, and it's really hard to get a programming job when you live off-grid. So I kinda just collapsed, as I was hoping to avoid moving back in with my parents, as it was just a caravan in the woods. So I actually ended up going to the council, and I've been in a hostel since then. And I'm just waiting to be housed. Well, I hope you can sort it out, Ark. I hope it really does help you out. But yeah, with any luck, I should be housed in a few months. It's been rough. I can't live with other people. I struggle immensely. There are dents in the wall from me banging my head. So I just, once I'm housed, I can properly look for things. As social rent is so much less than than normal rent, I can afford to do a low-paying job. I work 8 hours in retail a week, which I struggle immensely with because it's retail. I was not built to do retail. I'm front of house. There's nothing you can do in the back, so yeah. Even if I didn't have the restriction of housing benefit, because I have to be on housing benefit to stay at the hostel, it's a catch-22. If I work more hours, I'll be homeless. It's not that I was homeless. Well, so basically the living conditions of where my parents are counted as homelessness, which was how I did all my GCSEs and A-levels. But yeah, if I were to do more hours, I would be homeless again. So rating really is my best option. So, you know. And once I'm housed, I intend to try and find any sort of job which can be done mostly remotely, as I want to be fully sustainable. I want to be able to support myself and not rely on, like, anything. Like, I hope someday that I won't need Pip. Although Pip is specifically to keep you in work. I want to have Pip so I can afford therapy, because the therapy is not made for neurodivergent people in the NHS. It's CBT or leave it. Yeah. That is my plan. I would love if I could do this full time, because I feel like I could do that sustainably. No, I won't binge like. I'll. Well, Go for it. I'm always glad to hear. I am. I'm always open to hearing about remote work recommendations. So, I essentially tried to avoid this situation in the first place. I applied to about 100 jobs before leaving uni. You can guess how that went. um, it didn't work out. It's not like I feel wrong to say let this happen. I was very proactive in trying to avoid this because I was fully aware that I'd love to do databases. That unironically sounds like that sounds fun to me. Just give me numbers. Give me numbers. I will be happy. Although I feel like I really need to brush up my math skills. I feel like I've gotten rusty over the years. I kind of want to just like review things which I haven't done in a while. The good thing again with council housing is with the rent being low, I can do an apprenticeship. Yeah, I have a degree. But I would even do an apprenticeship at this point. Like, it's just, I am very keen to have a job. Why is the line art actually looking okay? Okay, wait, hang on. Let's quickly remove everything just to see if I'm being delusional. Let's just temporarily... No, it looks okay. Okay. That's nice. I'll get faster the more I practice. Okay, I think that's fine. I think that's okay. Oh, I might have to decline just for privacy reasons. I really do appreciate that. And thanks so much for considering whether that'd be okay or not. But I just feel like my privacy is very important to me. I really do appreciate that, but I will at least look into expanding my work search. That is very sweet of you. Living is hard. I hope all of us get jobs. All of us without jobs get jobs. I kind of like that line, but I don't know if that's too narrow. You sense the word job suing, but you are in fact employed and have been employed for many years. No, I think that's actually too narrow. Oh, a shame. Also, with with everyone with a shitty job, I hope you get a better job. Ooh. Okay, I will specifically look at that too. I should say that within my degree, I did stuff on UX as well, and on machine learning. I'm hoping that will be useful. Actually, machine learning was like one of my best modules. I did really well with that. It was all graphs and numbers. Oh no, it's fucking awful here too, techie. It's hell here. I'm very lucky that I have a very nice and understanding job coach. Technically it's a health coach um as my as the at least Universal Credit considers me disabled, so they're like, okay, like you literally can't do any of those jobs. I don't know what it is about me, but for some reason I'm very endearing to middle-aged ladies. Now, for better or for worse, middle-aged ladies like to dote on me. And because I work 2 days a week, well, it's 4 hours at a time, but it's counted as 2 days to them, and do volunteering, and I'm doing literally everything I can, and like I said, middle-aged ladies just find me very endearing, I get zero problems. Like, I just... insane luck. I'm very lucky that both work coaches I've had have been have been middle-aged ladies. I don't know. I'm just like, I think they just find me sweet or something. Pizza! Welcome in! I hope you're doing well. But here's the thing, sometimes it backfires. So there's like a scale of whether they will baby infantilize me or just be proud of me. Like, no, proud? They will either infantilize me or be respectable to me. And it's like, they will always be nice, but like sometimes it's like, I'm 24. Oh my god, okay, wait. So I went to see The Amazing Digital Circus in cinemas, and a bunch of 14-year-olds thought I was the same age as them. I'm 10 years your senior. Hang on, I think, let me just draw a quick line. I'm an adult, I swear. For anyone who is upset that they've missed out on seeing The Amazing Digital Circus in cinema, I think you're gonna have a fine time just watching on YouTube. I think because I went to a smaller theater, I had a worse time as there was less space. And yeah, there was less space. I was sat next to someone's mum who smelled of cigarettes. Now my parents are chain smokers, but they don't smell nearly as like that. But yeah, I think if I went to a different cinema, I would have had a better time. Although I'm really surprised that it's only rated 12 here. I really think it should have been rated 15, but that's me personally. Wait, are you actually 54, Peter? though. You are? You come across so young. Oh, hang on, I hear a fly. Okay, it's not a bee or wasp. I have a terrible phobia of bees and wasps. Well, you're the coolest 54-year-old I know, Peter. If you don't mind me saying. You're not that old, Demi. Maybe, like, relative to some people here, but, like, you're not. Oh no, I was gonna. I was gonna say the only old person here would be Pisa. A very young old person. No, that's fine. I literally don't mind. I do not mind at all people yapping. Never a problem. I'm happy when people are comfortable to have like discussions like that. I think like streaming would be way less fun if people didn't chat. I I almost feel like I don't like how it just hmm. I don't know. I feel like with women especially, you're called old way sooner than men are. So I guess in a way I just refuse to engage with that. Because it's like, no, you're just, you know, a normal age. I refuse to acknowledge that, Demi. I refuse. You're up here whether you like it or not. Also, this bow is wonky as hell. No, okay, I'm gonna try my best not to obsess over stuff. I'm just going to get on with it. There we go. Ugh. Let me fix that a little bit there. Wagtail! Oh my god, wagtails are so cute! I've never seen one before, and then on like this cut grass, I saw this little bird just like swishing its tail, and I asked my dad because he has. It's really funny. We're not blood related, but oh my god, my mum found another autistic person. This man has encyclopedic knowledge on birds. And he has ever since he was a kid. He is obsessed. Anyway, so he told me that was a whitetail, and I love seeing those little guys. Okay, I'm gonna just go over this. I think it's the top of the ribbon that's bothering me. Maybe that's better? You know what animal I haven't seen in forever? A badger. A badger that was not roadkill. I love mustelids. I rarely see blue jays. Although I think in recent years I've seen more blue jays than I've seen blue jay feathers. I mean, it's nice to get to see them. I draw on a screenless tablet. I think it's the Wacom one? Let me flip a coin for you. Let's see. Oh, you live! Wow. Yeah, I have some serious issues about perfectionism. I'm getting better with that. I'm trying my best to do things more quickly and to just go for it, as I will get better the more I actually finish stuff, rather than just agonizing over a single thing. But it's a very tough habit for me to break out of, unfortunately. I mean, I've been seeing what you've been doing recently, Peter, and it's like, it's just so nice to see everyone. It's just so nice to see everyone. Anyone. That's what I meant to say. It's so nice to see anyone starting a new hobby. And just, especially if it's a creative hobby, it brings me joy. And I hope you feel proud of yourself, because the hardest thing is to start. Oh, I'll just keep it like that. Oh, actually, I can explain that. Lolita fashion is a type of Japanese street fashion. It's inspired by Rococo and Victorian fashion. Oh, there's a red line there. And it started, I think it started in the 70s. Although I will say my current outfit isn't so much, I wouldn't say it necessarily fits Lolita fashion. I would argue it's way more casual. But my earlier models definitely looked like that. Although I can say that the Jonathan art is Lolita fashion. Hart is doing an amazing job with it. I would say that I wear more dry nowadays. Um, hang on, I see that you were disappointed in missing the alpha yesterday, Jay. I'll post it to the Discord again for 10 minutes. Where is it? The lighting is appalling, but this is the kind of stuff I like to wear. I just like alternative fashions in general. In a way, I also find dry more comfortable because it's a little more casual. Hmm, does that look right? Yeah, I think that looks right. I didn't even add my metal strips. I think the reason I like dry so much is it has that level of detail I saw in Lolita fashion, and it has the added level of comfort that something more casual would have. Welcome in, Jest. I hope you're doing well. I should say with Heart in the Jonathan art, it was a case of kettle calling the pot calling the kettle black. I was telling Heart, oh, I get like literally right now in my eyes, what she's made is perfect, and I said that don't let perfect be the enemy of good. But as you can clearly see, I'm like that myself. I say it from a place of understanding more than anything else. No, I didn't have my. Need to remember to use the shortcuts. Well, I love it when people help people with their hobbies. In some ways, I think you should have like a little bit of struggle when getting into something to then learn it, like some stuff by yourself. But at the same time, there's some things which are just way easier if someone shows you. I think I'll do the like little extra strap. Well, I'll start on the side here, I think. Anything here? Empty layer. Perfect. Ears! I want to do the ears. That's important. Like, some things, like Life 2D, I feel like there's only so much struggling you can do in that. It's not the most intuitive. So I would not feel bad if someone held your hand in Live 2D because it is a hell piece of software. I haven't touched blend shapes yet, ever. I need to. Something about my ear doesn't look right. Let me remove the layer. Did I really not draw my ears at all? Oh, why am I like this? Oh! That's so sweet! Let's fix this. Was wait, were the ears there? In the hair layer? No, I think I've only oh, okay, we've gotta draw the ears then. Okay. I can fix this. I only learnt today that the shortcut for erase is E. I've been using Critter for a few years now. Okay, let's draw my ears. I think they would actually peek through here. Alright, it's judgment time. Damn. So sad we've got to kill Groovy now. Hang on, I'm gonna change things up. I only have... Okay, wait, hang on. I listened to like three Uma Musume songs, and I'm feeling in a very horse girl. I'm feeling a very horse girl mood right now. So we're gonna swap things for like 10-15 minutes. It's Uma time. You know, I was real close to quitting Uma Musume, but they got me. The horse girls got me again. I was sniped. I was trying my best not to get into it when it first came out. We all know that failed. I don't want to get that into it. I don't even like horses in real life. They're too big, they don't smell nice. Okay, so that should be a little lower then. Who else got roped into horse hell? No, seagull smell of dreams and happiness, I'll have you find. There's loads of animals I don't mind or like the smell of. With dogs, it's a lottery. But there's none of the dogs I've owned I didn't like the smell of. I feel so bad for horses. They're just not built to live. And it's not even our fault in most cases. There we go, that's some good ears. Let's draw those in. I kinda wanna have another monster. What hell did you go for instead? If you don't mind me asking. I've decided that I hate make a new track so much that I went back to Unity Cup. Yes, my builds are slightly worse, but I don't have to drudge through make a new track, so I think that's a win. Is Limbus the one where all the characters are like book characters or historical figures? I'm trying to remember what Limbus was. I'm not as well educated on gacha as, well, I was gonna say as I'd like to be. I think being ignorant of gacha is a good thing. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, don't educate me. What if I stop playing? the one time I'll say, let me be ignorant. I need to actually try and finish Don Quixote. I never did. I started reading it when I was 15, and then I just dropped it. I should finish it. I went through a real phase of reading classics when I was younger. I mean, if I wasn't hiding in the toilets at school, I was in the library. At school, librarians were one of the few people I would talk to. Nothing weird about that. Nothing painfully obvious. Librarians are great. I think I'm very lucky that I've never met like a mean librarian at a school. They're a lifeline for the weirdos. Aww. I think if you've had a mean librarian at school, you have experienced a great injustice. And I'm very sorry for you. You got did dirty. Oh! How did that shape the language, if you don't mind me asking? Is it kind of like a Shakespeare situation, or...? I was finding it fascinating how, like, one thing can have such a huge impact at times. There we go, my goofy pointed ears. I can merge that down. That looks good. Oh, I need the hair back. Ignore how many layers I use. My layers aren't real. They can't hurt you. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this closer. You know what I just forgot? I forgot that the Umas are idols too. I keep on forgetting that's a part of the game. You can play Uma Musume and never engage in the idol part. It's near useless. They can just release banger music if they want to. It's okay, they don't have to be idols. I remember just like bursting down and laughing. I can go do that. In fact, I will do it in the next break. I'm gonna be honest, I kinda wanna do another hour of art instead of going to slay the princess. I'm having a really nice time drawing. Yeah, so I've been meaning to play Slay the Princess for a while now, just things have been popping up. It was one of the Donathon, goals. I know I keep referring to the Donathon since last, so I've done Donathons, I wanna say this would be the 4th one, but since last year I've been doing charity Donathon specifically, and that's how I'm gonna stick to doing them. This year's charity was, Doctors Without Borders. And so I set a bunch of goals up, and yeah, have a bunch of guests on, and raise money. Okay, let me actually read all of that. I may not read it out loud, because I think I need to process it. There's a joke that I hate Slay the Princess because I keep on deciding to do art instead. Yours and Kazoo's, which is a real shame because Kazoo was waiting for this, but she had to go somewhere today. Oh, I see Arc. It was in the first hour. Everything was reached in the first hour, I think. Nice! I'm very lucky. I have not been spoilt on it. Even when a bunch of people I watch have played it, I just I didn't engage with it. I don't think that's a good angle. Wait, hang on. I'm not going to take a break for another 30 minutes. I might just make the tea now. Does everyone mind if I go make tea? I mean, no one minds. It's fine. I'll go brew the tea and stretch my legs for a minute. I'll see you all in about 5 minutes. Yorkshire tea, my beloved. See you all soon. Oh, wait, why did Critter close? And it's back, like me. Oh no, I'm learning new things. Ark, you never have to apologize. Anytime someone apologizes for sharing a very cool fact, I will throw a brick at you. I desire your knowledge. The only time it's ever an issue is if, I guess, the general conversation of chat is going one way and you just start like saying something completely unrelated and then like constantly going with that. But that's like never the case. Anyway, back to drawing. I got myself Yorkshire tea as always. I really like milk tea. I like some herbal teas, but milk tea is my favorite. Even curse nudge, like how kiwis lay eggs. Poor kiwis. Well, that's fine. You're cool enough as is, Binjalek. You were even kind enough to tell me how to sell my Zastian card, which I have not sold because in a way I feel like it came to me, so I should keep it. Even though I don't care for either Hop or Zacian. Don't worry, we believe you. You would never lie on the internet. I shouldn't laugh. Like, the only thing you've lied to me about is that I had to go through Blighttown in Dark Souls 1, which was unforgivable, but you know. Oh my god, I never realized that. That's very cool to know. I love Shakespeare. I haven't read a play in forever, and I haven't seen a play in forever. I would love to go to the Globe Theatre someday. I don't know, that feels like very normal in a way. I think as long as humans exist, there's gonna be like you're gonna have some sort of gripe with like some art form from like 200 years ago and then decide to shit on it. Except we do that on the internet now. Shakespeare would have loved the internet. He would have been the pettiest bitch ever. What if I don't want to build my character? Pigments! Welcome in! I hope you're doing well, Dinky. Ooh. I hit my mic. Do you know this music, Pigments? Wait, I'm gonna go into Steam real quick. I need to check something. Wait, Pigments, are we not friends on... Oh, we are friends on Steam, good. Wait, can I see... Wait, why can't I see you? You DM'd me something. Wait, let's check mine. Let's check mine real quick. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like half of yours. It's less than half, but that's still too many out. Wait. Wait. Jay. Jay. If you're still here, you started later than me. How? Oh my god, I need to uninstall the game. I need to uninstall it. Oh my god. I need to uninstall it. It's not good. I can't. I know, new scenario. I'm trying to break free from a bad habit. You're just like being an enabler. Uma Musume. A funny horse game. No, absolutely no. You know what's really annoying? I can't always I wish that there was like a louder notification for that. Not noise-wise, but like visually. It's absolutely fine to ask to be approved in chat because then I know it's you. It makes things way easier. But there's been a case where on a different server, no, it was on my server, I didn't see the notification. I was like, oh no, someone's been waiting a day. It is never an issue. If anything, it helps out because then I don't miss people. And then it doesn't weigh on my conscience when when it's been like a few days. Let's see if my tea's cool enough to have a sip. Nope, it's hotter than the sun. I can't drink it. Me? Okay. I'll send you it. I'll send you my hours. I'll DM you it. Where are my hours? Where are my... Oh, there are my hours. It's a pretty big number. Himon? Where? Himon! I hope you're doing well today. Horse game. I'm gonna go back to my playlist. I think I'm horsed out. There we go. You have 0? You mean 0 hours in horse game? Good. Good, that's healthy for you. That's... I wish I could be you. Thank you, Motley. Thank you. You are the first person to point it out. I hope you're having a good day. In case someone doesn't know, which I did mention it earlier, that emote is drawn by the lovely Hello Heart. With all my friends who do commissions, I highly recommend you commission her. Actually, oh, do you have like do you readily available have Hearts VGen? No, normally I wear my headdress. Let me just put it on. Normally I wear this, but I thought it'd be funny just to keep it off and look like that. I tend to be sillier of my model on art streams. Himan too, of course, but you gotta DM Himan, and he only does it for friends. Wait, Himan, do you have a VGen now? Hang on, go to coin flip. I'm a little worried. Hey, oh no, man. I don't know what to tell you, Groovy. when art comes up back, it's so over. Do you want to know the best part, Liv? There was no subtlety about it. I knew it was gonna happen. I had Groovy like not subtly ask. Then Himan DM'd me and said, "Hey, what color do you want the line art to be?" I always knew. Okay, wait, I think I have access to Hearts VGen. I'll post it. Let me just post everyone's VGen. I will eventually do more things on VGen. It's just I don't have a reliable or safe payment method. So, let's see. We have Heart. We have... Let me check everyone. We have Liv, who I especially recommend for watercolor and pencil sketches of pets. And finally, she's not here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just grab Patty. There we go. About right. But yeah, when I can actually sort out like a safe and reliable payment method for myself, because I struggle with PayPal Business. I feel like if you try and sort that out in the UK, it's just hell. I will sort it out someday. or if they update payment methods. But for now, it's just I have other priorities. So I just tend to do like private odd jobs for my friends. I'm also too anxious to work with strangers. That's another big thing. I know you can do scab style stuff, but if someone talks to me, it's funny because both Liv and Raven have offered to be my manager in the past. Yeah. Yeah, what Hart said. Honestly, Pip is it's only so it would be much easier once I get a full-time job to do that, as it won't impact my UC. Pip would be fine. It's just I've got to deal with. You know, I also have a capability to work check coming up. It's meant to be in June, but they're so backlogged that it's probably going to be a month or two later. I would hate for it to happen around the same time. I am just terrified of that being the case. Oh no! Oh, that's so sad. Thankfully, at least in my case, as long as you report your Twitch earnings as self-employed, that's fine. It's fine to do that. So I can have my part-time job and do this at the same time, and only because I have such a big back payment, there'll be a slight impact this month. But every other month, there's gonna be no impact. It's like it's about 40 quid every 2 to 3 months. It's gonna be negligible, which is nice. To be fair, I could have sorted this out sooner, but I was really embarrassed to bring up the fact that I stream. And but it was so funny. My job coach was like, well, that sounds like so little money. You don't have to bother like reporting it. And I was like, no, I want to make sure I'm doing things properly. I don't think she was supposed to say that. But anyway, it's fine. So I'm just gonna like, even if it's £0 in a month, she's like, that's fine. Just go ahead and do that. Like I said, I am insanely lucky with my job coaches. Although I feel like there's a chance this year it won't be within the hobby tax allowance, which is another reason why I'm writing everything down. I think she said that she didn't fully understand the rules herself, but yeah. Honestly, it's really hobby income is incredibly confusing on UC. Happy lurking arc. I don't know. Lives here with a sniper rifle as well. Oh my god, I need to tell you the worst thing ever. At my job center, someone who used to bully me works there. So, okay, to be more accurate, he was someone who hung out with my bullies, with my two bullies. Basically, he was a passive standby in that group. So he may as well be part of the same thing, but no, talk about it. Talk about it. No, do you want to know the funny part though? I would never make fun of male pattern baldness, but his hairline is non-existent now. He used to have a hairline. it's okay. No, not you, Pigments. Again, I would. That's the one person I would make fun of for that. And I've thankfully never been assigned him, so. Okay, let's see. Wait, is there more to the story, Yay? I would like to hear it. Okay. No, that's okay. I'll try my best to keep up with it. I'm really hoping that this year this will be my last year on UC. That is my goal for this year. No, I think that should be a little bit longer. Oh, nice! Okay, I've got to be less of a perfectionist. That's okay. That looks fine. I can live with that. A lot of people say that. In a way, I feel like connections are perhaps the best way to get employed, but that can be a real lottery of who you know. But I'm really glad you had that. You really only just need one opportunity like that, and then you're set. But no, I'm a big fan of Ayuto Erotica, who's the artist of this song. I promise I will release my playlist at some point. I feel like some companies like almost headhunt from specific unis. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So because I've like sorted out things with UC and streaming, and all that's good now. Oh, that line's in the wrong place. So since badges are a thing now, I was thinking of maybe doing seasonal badges, but I'm worried I'd make too many badges. I wanted to do one for like spring, autumn, winter, and summer, but I'm not sure if I should like keep it for more specific events. Like, there's definitely going to be one for my birthday. I just worry there's going to be overlap between my birthday and autumn. Okay, I think that's fine. Actually, let me follow that. Oh. Oh, that explains it. I forgot the angle I was working at. I think like if most people who are hiring for a job actually treated the applicants as people, there's a lot of people who struggle to find work who would get hired more often. I think just having like any degree of human connection, just, oh, I need to do with the earrings on that side. I might just copy and paste the earrings and be lazy. I might try to draw in the eyes again. So my current job, I feel like you don't, even in retail, you don't see this as much anywhere, for like hiring signs in the window. But the job I currently have is because they were accepting CVs in the shop and they got to meet me in person. Funny story about my job. So one of my managers is also autistic, and during my job interview, she wasn't the one interviewing me, but it was at the very end where I realized, oh god, I had not made eye contact at all with my interviewer. Shit, I'm not getting a job. I got called back and I was given a particular shift. And the reason I was put on that day is because that manager that interviewed me recognized that I was autistic because of the other manager. Although I should say that um my other manager she's a lot more people orientated than me. She is far more higher masking, and her special interest is people. She is the one person who likes retail, and she's amazing. I don't think I would be able to stay at that job as long as I have if it wasn't for her. She has generally changed my life for the better. Like, she's just, I think she's incredibly cool, and I hope she knows how much she means to me. Oh, nice. I hope it was a good job, Molly. But yeah, it's tough out there, so yeah, I don't like my current job. I like the people there, and it is better to have a job than not have a job in this economy. Technically speaking, I have not had a gap in employment ever. And I even survived redundancy. Gonna have some more tea. Basically, at my workplace, there's a bunch of like redundancies going on, and again, I was made redundant. Yippee! Okay, I much prefer. Oh no, that's not quite right. It needs to be flatter. Oh, thank you, yay. Yeah, my playlist is only 2 hours and 5 minutes. How long have we? Oh, okay. At the 4-hour mark, I'll switch. Okay, how's that line? Is that better? I can fix it. So, I could have potentially done a degree apprenticeship, but because I did work experience at this one company, but the issue is because my family lived off grid, it would have been really difficult for me to do that. I wish I could have done that. I think I would have been, well, I think uni was good for me. It's more a problem with, it's more a problem with the job market than anything, and the economy, more than anything else. Have good food, Techie. I will remember you. It's like you're still here. I mean, there's loads of ways to get into Grizz. I think the only thing is that I just wish, like, getting even an entry-level job shouldn't be impossible. Controversial take, I know. Okay, I think something like that will do. here's the thing. No matter what, you're gonna have to train someone. So, more than looking for someone with the right qualifications, I feel like employers should look for someone who's willing to learn and capable of doing so. And I think I'm actually really good at learning. Not that employers would know, because they never hire me. But I'm gonna try my best to stay optimistic. Yes, it's literal hell out there, but it will only take one successful interview. I've not had an interview aside from my job at my retail job. I've literally never had an interview. But it will take one. I just have to stick it out long enough. Pipetting as a part of work sounds both fun and extremely stressful. I haven't been anywhere near a pipette since secondary school. Okay, how does that look? Because I feel like I... No, that should be wider. Okay, I see the problem. I mean, I think most jobs are literally impossible unless you learn in-house. You gotta learn whether you like it or not. Oh my god. I would be shaking and sweating the whole time. Now, you can see at the sketch that my eyes look a little different. I just wanted to try a different technique. Eye rendering is something I just have not grasped yet. Wait, hang on. I thought of a really good reference for the tongue. Let me double check Eto Blair. Hmm. Maybe that's what's missing, like a slight bend? Oh, we'll come back to it at the very end. Hmm. What do I want to do next? You know, I'll add my nose in too. You know, let's do the back hair. I feel like I've gotten better at drawing hair. I used to be really bad at it. It would look really stiff. Although, so I do like how my current hair looks like. It's well drawn hair, but I feel like it's not quite the hairstyle I'm after. As my hair is massively damaged in real life. So I kind of want to like have spikier ends. Is anyone familiar with Veronica from Fire Emblem Heroes? That's the kind of hair I'm after. I feel like I have done a better job with it earlier, like with earlier models. Yeah, kind of like that. Because my hair is dead end central. Split end central. Also, I like kind of the wildness it portrays. Hang on, did I start a new layer? No, good, it's the same layer. I'm gonna have to rotate this a little bit. I just... You know what, I'm just gonna do a really shitty line across here so that it remains connected. That way... Oh wait, hang on, maybe like a little lower. I'm gonna erase this. I feel like it's important to draw things you don't necessarily see so you can have... I feel like a better... I think it teaches you better to recognize how things should look and makes everything feel more... makes it feel like it has more depth, I feel like. It makes everything look more connected. Maybe a little lower down. Okay, so I'm not actually going to have this bit kind of... I'm not going to have that gap there. But I'll make sure to include some lines. Oh, it's on basic. That doesn't help. Then from here, I can have it kind of split apart towards the ends. But it should be fuller at the top. I might even move on to Slay the Princess at half past, as I can see that I'm starting to stop blinking. Chat, you know how it is when you get focused. It's just like Ultra Kill all over again. Linking is optional. Oh, is it the Xbox showcase? Damn, Zen, you have less than a year to finish. I wish you the best of luck. Ooh! I need to play the original Code Veronica. I hear it has silly voice acting in it. My favorite. Fuck good voice acting. Give me the campiest shit you can. Inject it right into my veins. Serious voice acting should not be in horror. That's me hitting my desk. I didn't know. I'm not involved enough to know. Yes. Yes, I just... Perfect. I think in terms of Resident Evil games, the next one I'll play is 7, but we can go for Code Veronica. I just realized, is your name A Karen or is it Aki Rin? I hope you're doing well. I don't think I ever asked. But I guess right now I just remembered what a Kieran is. Aki Rin. Then I shall call you Rin. Or continue to call you Rin. Oh, I've only heard good things about Resident Evil 7. No, you haven't. At past, I will switch games. I couldn't stop drawing, you see? No, I haven't. I've never listened to it. The name sounds familiar. Isn't it sort of... Is it to do with cryptids? Or am I... Or like... SCPs? It sounded so robotic when I said that. I'm hoping the hair's gonna be the more complex part and I'm gonna be faster with everything else. Wishful thinking, I know. No, I'm leaving that for the end. Yeah, I'm not blinking. Good sign. I still think it's impressive how regularly I drink water. There's a reason I don't have a hydrate command. I don't need it. It pretty much got like drilled into me when I was 10. And ever since, I've been a well-hydrated robot. I do have a Ironically, this might help me. It'll keep my eyes hydrated. I think it's funny that on multiple occasions people think it's just a sound effect when it's in fact a real spray bottle I have on my desk. thank him on for the spray bottle redeem. It's like it's a travel spray bottle. Sorry, chat. Himon? Bingelek is telling lies. I don't. I empty the water regularly. Not to be confused with my hand streams where I just have PNGs of hands on screen. I wonder if I'm overdoing it with the lines here. They're either funny or you guys start panicking if I have a knife or other sharp tool, like a pair of scissors, or a craft stream, or a baking stream. Well, I can't actually bake on stream, but you know, cake decorating stream. Look, I'm clumsy, but I'm not that clumsy. I think that's fine. Okay, I will stop drawing. There's a lot more line art to do. I am very slow, but I'm hoping once the hair's done, everything's just gonna be a breeze. Let's ignore the hands. Okay, I might do one thing. Let's just fill in the eyes. I've very early into me streaming, I did a soul lock with someone. I am interested in doing. I also did a sleep lock actually. I didn't finish the sleep lock. That's when I learnt the importance of going to sleep. Okay. You can't go to sleep until you finish your Nuzlocke. I meant to do it in one shot. Dumb idea. Dumb idea. Don't be me. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do one quick thing before I finish. This is not gonna be permanent, but it's just so the eyes look a bit more. I always feel like I'm going to sleep right now. Yeah, I can't recommend doing a sleep lock. Ever. I have to give up. Okay, that looks alright. It's coming along. The only thing I think that's gonna be a slight pain is the lace, but I'll deal with it when I come to it. Let's remove the sketch behind it. It looks fine, but when you remove this sketch, it's like, oh my god, there's so much more to do. It's fine. I am just being melodramatic. Right. I'm gonna take maybe a 5-minute break. And then we will start Slay the Princess. I'll see you all soon. Hang on, let me get rid of my monster. Wait, let me turn off this too. See you all soon.